What if I told you that when your hamster freezes in place, it's not being shy or stubborn? It's tapping into an ancient survival instinct that once kept its wild ancestors alive. Picture this. You're watching your hamster explore its cage, nibbling on a treat or scurrying through a tunnel when all of a sudden it stops. Completely still. No twitching, no blinking, almost like it's turned to stone. For a moment, you might worry. Is it scared? Is something wrong? But then, just as suddenly, it snaps back to life and continues on like nothing happened. This strange behavior isn't random. It's one of the most fascinating and misunderstood parts of being a hamster. To really get why they do this, we have to travel back in time to the dusty plains and hidden burrows where hamsters first evolved. In the wild, hamsters are small, vulnerable creatures. They're not fast runners like mice, and they don't have sharp claws or venom to defend themselves. Their best chance of survival? Disappearing, not by running, but by becoming invisible. When a hawk circles overhead or a fox stalks nearby, freezing is the hamster's ultimate camouflage. By holding perfectly still, it blends into the background, avoiding detection by predators that hunt primarily by movement. It's a behavior called thanatosis, or tonic immobility, and it's so deeply ingrained that even our pampered pet hamsters still do it today. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all freezes are the same. Sometimes it's a brief pause, a listen and assess moment. Other times it's a full shutdown, where the hamster's heart rate drops and it enters a kind of trance. And the reasons behind it can range from fear to curiosity to something much deeper. Let's break down what's really happening when your hamster hits the pause button. First, the fear response. This is the classic deer in the headlights reaction. A loud noise, a sudden movement, or even a shadow passing over the cage can trigger it. In the wild, freezing in response to danger gives the hamster precious seconds to determine whether it needs to flee or stay hidden. At home, your hamster might freeze when you approach too quickly, or when it hears the vacuum cleaner. It's not being dramatic, it's following an ancient script written by evolution. But freezing isn't always about fear. Hamsters also freeze when they're intensely curious. Imagine your hamster hearing a new sound, maybe a bird chirping outside or a faint hum from the TV. It will stop, ears perked, body rigid, processing that unfamiliar input. In those moments, freezing is like hitting the mute button on movement so the brain can focus entirely on decoding the mystery. It's a sign of intelligence, not paralysis. Then there's the sleep-like freeze. Young hamsters, especially, might suddenly doze off mid-activity. 1 second they're burrowing, the next, they're motionless, possibly even with eyes open. This is often a sign of a comfortable, sleepy hamster conserving energy. In the wild, conserving energy is crucial when food is scarce. For your pet, it might just mean it's had a long day of running on its wheel. But perhaps the most intriguing form of freezing is the social freeze. In the wild, hamsters are solitary. If two hamsters cross paths, they might freeze to assess whether the other is a threat, a rival, or a potential mate. Even though your pet lives alone, that instinct remains. If it sees its reflection in a water bottle or senses another pet in the room, it might freeze, trying to decide if it's looking at friend or foe. So what should you do when your hamster freezes? The key is patience. Don't poke it, don't startle it, and don't assume it's unhappy. Give it space. Let it process. Speak softly if you're nearby. Most freezes last only a few seconds, but if it goes on longer, check for signs of stress, like heavy breathing or a puffed-up coat. Over time, as your hamster grows more comfortable with you and its environment, these freeze responses may become less frequent. You can help by providing plenty of hiding spots, keeping noise levels calm, and approaching slowly and predictably. Remember, freezing is a sign that your hamster feels uncertain, not that it doesn't trust you. In a way, that sudden stillness is a window into the wild heart still beating inside your tiny pet. It's a reminder that even in the safety of your home, those ancient instincts are alive and well. And by understanding them, you're not just reading your hamster's mind, you're honoring its history. Have you seen your hamster freeze in place? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear what triggers your little friend's pause button. And if you want to understand more hidden pet behaviors, subscribe to Pet Mind Reader.